falls under fair use as it's a parody. If you don't have a sense of humor, go. Welcome. Is this my reality? Is this your reality? Welcome to Not My Reality. Since the reality shift, politics has been front and center, and it seems to get more and more over the top every day. We have an ex-president that they want to put in jail, and we have a current president that probably should be in jail. And now we have the new character in the movie. That new character is named Vivek Ramaswamy. Now, you might not have ever heard of him, or you might have. He was at the Republican debate, and he came to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I tell you, the man was all out of bubblegum. He did so well, there were more than 1 million Google searches for his name 24 hours after the debate.
So let me just address a question that is on everybody's mind at home tonight. Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name, and what the heck is he doing in the middle of this debate stage?
Where have we heard that before? Just saying. Ramaswamy was born August 9th in 1985 in Cincinnati, Ohio, to parents who had immigrated to the United States from India. He was raised in a traditional Hindu family, but attended a Catholic high school. He attended Harvard College, where he graduated summa cum laude with a major in biology. Okay, get this. Ramaswamy would dress entirely in black and take to the stage as his rapper alter ego, Vivek, during his college days, according to the Harvard Crimson. I just got the douche chills. In an interview with the publication in 2006, Vivek also said that Eminem's "Lose Yourself" was his life's theme song.
But the words won't come out. He's joking how? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up.
Please stop. Just for the love of God, stop.
Overplow, snap back to reality.
Never do that again. In 2007, Ramaswamy co-founded StudentBusiness.com. This was a resource for college-age entrepreneurs. It was acquired by the Ewing Marion Kaufman Foundation in 2009. He then went to work for QVT Financial, a Wall Street hedge fund manager, from 2007 to 2014. While working for QVT, Ramaswamy attended Yale Law School for the, quote, intellectual experience, a former professor of his told Forbes. For the experience? A bit pretentious, but hey. While at Yale, he got lucky. He met his future wife, Apurva, who they have 2 children now. They got married in 2015. He then left QVT to set up Roivant, his pharmaceutical venture, in 2014. Ramaswamy led Roivant to $315 million IPO in 2015, the biggest biotech IPO at that time. Ramaswamy stepped down as the CEO on January 21st, though, saying he wanted to spend more time writing books and focusing on his political interests. August 2021, Ramaswamy released his book, Woke Inc., which became a New York Times bestseller. The book slammed the so-called modern woke industrial complex, which Ramaswamy describes as a mixing of morality with consumerism. I don't know about much morality, more like control. Up next, the announcement. Ramaswamy announced that he's running for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination on February 21st, 2023, while appearing on the Tucker Carlson Tonight Show. While many voters have started the 2024 presidential campaign unfamiliar with Ramaswamy, some polls have the rising Silicon Valley star in the top 3 among the GOP candidates, behind former President Donald Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who I personally think is a robot, but I digress. Support this channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. If you don't, I might put you in charge of changing Joe Biden's diapers. Vivek has shared a list of what he calls 10 truths to social media. Number 1, God is real. But which God? You talking about that Hindu God? There's a lot of gods out there. Number 2, there are 2 genders. Number 3, human flourishing requires fossil fuels. Number 4, reverse racism is racism. True that. Number 5, an open border is no border. Number 6, parents determine the education of their children. Number 7, the nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to man. Number 8, capitalism lifts people up from poverty. You hear that, stupid communists? 9, there are 3 branches of the U.S. government, not 4. 10, the United States Constitution is the strongest guarantor of freedoms in history. And by that, should specifically say the First and Second Amendment, and not necessarily in that order. And the elephant in the room, the Trump situation. Ramaswamy, he generally appears to like Trump, and more important, the feeling seems to be mutual. Look, this guy's not going to be president, but Trump's vice president? I mean, he's already made it clear that he would pardon Trump if or when he ends up in the position to do so. Vivek, to his credit, is saying a lot of things that many people want to hear, like 9/11, but a truther as the president? This is a quote. I think it's legitimate to say how many police, how many federal agents were on the planes that hit the Twin Towers. Maybe the answer is 0. It probably is 0, for all I know, right? I have no reason to think that it was anything other than 0, Ramaswamy said. Should have just said Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld. He continued, the truth is there are lies the government has told us about 9/11. Fucking say that again. This was the comparison to the Capitol riots. He continued, which was, as he said, the same story all over again. It was, there were federal agents in the field, he said. I think they've lied about how many there were, and we the people deserve the truth. Now go check out our video on that day, which YouTube has banned, and you'll see I can prove there were agents on the ground. This is where his ego and his hubris get the best of him. Look what this guy said. Ramaswamy, he promised to prevent the Ukraine from ever joining NATO. Like NATO's going to listen to him. And he said that he was willing, he's willing to end Russia's war with the Ukraine by partitioning the Ukraine along the current battle lines. I'm sure the Ukrainians are going to love that. In return, he said Russia would remove its nuclear weapons from its border with Poland, exit its military alliance with China, and remove its military presence in the Western Hemisphere. Okay, yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to give everybody a unicorn too. Seriously, dude? Pass some of that over here. And his way to deal with China? His grand bet on China is to compel Taiwan to build semiconductor factories in the United States and decouple trade and investment ties with China so that by 2029, the United States can be independent of China. Yeah, we don't owe them any money, or they don't own any land in this country. But anyway, before 2029, get this, he promises that he'll match any Chinese invasion with a U.S. counter-invasion. It's just what we need, another war. Yay, but with a big superpower this time. Good thinking there. Good thinking, buddy. After 2029, he said, he signaled that he would end America's commitment to defend Taiwan. So, yeah, fuck Taiwan. Once we get what we want, they're done. We don't give a shit. We're going to give China the green light, and they can roll in if they want. Dude, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. You need to calm down. Now, another controversy, maybe. It seems that Ramaswamy, he might have paid Wikipedia editors to remove information from his page that he probably thought was going to damage his candidacy. A few days later, after he did this, he announced his 2020 bid. So the editor scrubbed up information related to receiving the Paul and Daisy Soros Fellowship for New Americans in 2011 during his time as a Yale law student. Paul Soros is the older brother of billionaire Democratic donor George Soros. We all know who he is, not going there here. Also removed from his page was his work serving on Ohio's COVID-19 response team. The editor claimed that Ramaswamy had explicitly asked to remove the mention of his work on the COVID team. After some back and forth with other Wikipedia contributors, information noting Ramaswamy's Soros fellowship was later added back to the page. It's not even the Soros thing that bothers me. What bothers me is Ramaswamy was already a millionaire when he accepted the Soros Award, and he said that he needed to pay for law school. Get this, Ramaswamy reported a $2.2 million income during the same year that he accepted the Soros Scholarship. Ramaswamy defended himself for accepting a $90,000 award from the Paul and Daisy Soros Fellowship for New Americans, which was funded by Daisy and Paul Soros, the late older brother of liberal billionaire financier George Soros. Ramaswamy said after graduating from Harvard, get this, he didn't have the money to afford Yale Law School. And he goes, and to be perfectly honest with you, I would have been a fool to turn down that scholarship at age 24. Let me tell you something, dirtbag. Look, in 2011, the same year he accepted this award, the $90,000 award that could have went to somebody else, Ramaswamy reported a $2,252,000 in total income, according to his tax returns, which he released in June. He also reported a total of $1,173,000 in income in the 3 years prior. So you're learning how to be a politician already. You already got, but you got to take from people that don't have and probably deserve it way more than you. Good job. Quick learner. Our conclusion? It's too soon to tell. But always look deeper into these out of nowhere cult of personality types. Do we think that Vivek is a Soros-backed Trojan horse? There's not enough evidence to say that. I really don't think so. Is Vivek smart? He's probably the smartest guy in the room, and he's going to tell you that every time. So will Vivek be president? Nope. No. Not in 2024 at least. But after Barry, anything's possible, right? Will he be Trump's vice president? Now that's the big question. After what Trump went through 4 years of that backstabber Mike Pence, look, never trust the super Christians like Pence. And, Steve Martin called, dude, he wants his haircut back. Trump can do a lot worse than Vivek as his VP choice. But I tell you, I'm not comfortable with Tosh from Van Wilder as the VP. Vivek says a lot of things a lot of people want to hear. But he's annoying as fuck. That hyper fast talking style, it works good on TV, on the internet, it works great with college kids, but try that shit with Putin or jingling a ping pong from China and see how that goes. Vivek, you want to be an outsider? Stay on the outside. They're going to eat you alive in DC. Use your money and use your over-the-top personality to bring these subjects to light, but do it from the outside. You're not built for this, brother. Look what they did to Trump. No idea what they'll do to you. Unless, well, you're one of them. Only time will tell. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Let's get the fuck out of here.